Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Insanity here, and welcome to today's video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to farm Graveward in Borderlands 3. Just before this video starts, please be sure to leave a like, as it does help this channel grow, and also subscribe if you are new. I do Borderlands content like this almost every single day on my channel, so yeah, definitely consider subscribing. I have a playlist on my channel called How to Borderlands for all your Borderlands needs and whatnot, and that link would be down in the description below. Now, just before I go into today's video, I do want to let you guys know that I did make a Graveward video in the past. Now, that video is the most disliked video on my channel because I say how to farm Graveward and I pretty much don't even give you any tips. I just literally say go into the boss fight and just deal heavy amount of damage. So it's not a very reliable video on how to farm the boss, so I decided to revamp it and redo it because I was reading the comments and people are just like, either just like completely upset that it's just like a bad video, which it is a bad video, but yeah, I typed up a few notes for you guys, and hopefully this helps. So Graveward is the second Vault Keeper boss in this game that you fight. He is one of the most tanky bosses in the game, but if you do deal enough damage, and I will be going over his crit spots and whatnot, he isn't really all that tanky. Graveward can be found on the floating tomb in Eden 6. Now, there's no route you really do need to run, considering the floating tomb is literally just a boss arena. Now, make sure to restock on your ammo and health and jump right in. Now, first, I'm going to be going over his crit spots, just so you guys can know which crit spots do what and how much multiplier they get. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is his chest, and the big glowing Iron Man looking thing on his chest, that's one of his crit spots. That has a 1.4 times damage multiplier on it. It does deal a decent amount of damage. You get pretty much a 40% increase in damage when you shoot this. Pretty much you're just going to be aiming for his chest the entire time. The second crit spot is on his hands, so there will be certain types of attacks, which I'm going to be going over soon. There's going to be certain types of attacks that he uses his hands and these critical spots are exposed, and those critical spots do 2.5 times damage, the most out of the 3 critical spots. So when one of these are exposed, definitely try to shoot those. And his last crit spot is the one right on his little noggin on his face. That does 1.2 damage, just a 20% increase. It's not the best, but yeah, this crit spot's only available when he falls onto the stage as well. Now, tips on farming him. Now, I am going to be going over his attacks after this, but tips on farming him. What I found works really well is using a weapon like the Monarch. I have a video on that, or the Dictator. I'm not sure if I made a video on that, but both of those weapons will do just fine because they are like pretty much considered the Graveward destroyers, because both of these weapons shoot an immense amount of like bullets. It is just insane. They are both pretty much the same thing, just the Monarch is pretty much a better version of it, but of the Dictator. You could, just go check out those videos down in the description if you guys want to go check that out. But pretty much you want a weapon that, has a high fire rate and a high rate of damage, and these two are definitely two of the best. So as soon as you jump into this boss fight, go to the front of the stage as fast as you can and shoot his chest until you can't no more, or he falls onto the stage. So if you can't shoot his chest no more, he will begin attacks like slamming his hands down onto the stage, where his crit spot is available for you to shoot, his big one. Or he will fall onto the stage if you do deal enough damage, and that will, expose his face. But once Graveward falls onto the stage, this is like pretty much like the best period to deal damage, because although it's only a 20% multiplier, it does give you a grace period of pure damage and no attacks. Nothing is attacking you during this stage. But during this fight, you constantly want to be shooting his chest, no matter what kind of attacks he is doing. You just want to keep aiming at his chest, and if, the hand crit spots are available for you to shoot, definitely go ahead and shoot those. But yeah, just keep aiming for his chest until he falls onto the stage, or you kill him. Once he falls onto the stage, you get that grace period. It's rinse and repeat. So moving into Graveward's attacks, the first attack that I'm going to be covering is when you first actually enter this fight, he will tilt the stage and put these corrosive balls at the top, and they will roll down, and it is your job to dodge them. This is a very easy attack to avoid because there's like this little sliver that you can just squeeze through and just keep shooting his chest while you're doing this. Now, you will be sliding down, and you just want to keep jumping just so you stay on the stage, or you could go into these little craters on the stage that you could just hide in for a little bit. Another attack that he has, he will either slam his fist down onto the stage, exposing that big crit spot, or he will stab the wall with his other hand and again, he will expose his big crit spot, but when he stabs a wall, he fires radiation balls at you. That's just to keep that in note. Now, when he gets up from, you know, like laying on the stage where he's just immobile and you're just dealing that damage, once he gets up, he will fire a laser beam straight down the middle of the stage. It does not do a lot of damage at all, actually. It is pretty funny how much little damage it does, but he does have a similar attack to this. He takes this laser beam that he shoots out of his chest and he pretty much incinerates the entire stage. Now, the two safe spots on this stage are the back two corners by the walls. So you just want to run over to the wall real quick and just stay there, and yeah, you're good. Another attack is he will swing his arms to the either back of the stage or the front of the stage. It's going to highlight what side he's going to be hitting before he actually hits it, so it gives you time to, you know, avoid this attack. Now, moving on to his last attack. This is the worst attack in my opinion, and you always want to keep dealing damage and get him to fall onto the stage so he doesn't do this attack. In this attack, he will throw up onto the stage, to the first half of the stage, and he will spawn enemies. Now, this is the worst because if you're playing on a high mayhem, these enemies are going to be the hardest things to take out. It's just going to be getting in the way, dealing massive amounts of damage, more than Graveward will be doing to you. So I would highly recommend, if he does this and you're not close to killing him at all, just save and quit and just keep going. That's a big save and quit moment, at least for me, because I'm pretty bad at this game. So yeah, all in all, this farm is really good with flak builds with flak fadeaway builds because of the crit damage that he's able to do anywhere on Graveward's body. So yeah, hopefully this video was a lot better than the other one. I really just tried to, you know, inform you guys on what to do and, you know, really where to aim for this boss to kill him as fast as you possibly can. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please leave a like, as it does help this channel grow, and go check out my video from before. Gearbox is actually in the process of making a Borderlands movie, so if you want to know more about that, go check out the video from before. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. It's been Insanity, guys, and I'll see you all later.